Ho! Hey, it's Dr. Adnan Dizanier, founder of Tribex Breakthrough Coaching and Training. And so it's 5:20 Pacific Standard Time right now, and I said that I was going to be going live 5 minutes ago, and here I am now. So what I was actually, so I decided like I was going to restart the computer. Some things were being a little buggy, and as it has it, my computer was like taking forever to load up. So I actually got this, my little thing ready, and my other microphone, and I was like trying to hook up all this stuff. I was like, oh shit, I gotta get it done. And then right as I was about to do, I was laying it all down, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do this, and then maybe I'll just point it down because I was gonna share. I'm gonna share some stuff with you guys on my iPad in a second, and all of a sudden everything goes back on. I was like, oh, good, okay, fantastic. So we're doing okay. So what I wanted to come on and share with about is just some really cool stuff that I'm working on with through Tribex. So as many of you know, or if you don't know, maybe you don't know me at all. I started this coaching and training business, Tribex, because I want to help people, I guess, create a tribe of people that are really in touch and leading with their unique gifts, skill sets, and mindsets, and as one of my mentors, Phil McKernan, says, soul sets. And so one of the things I'm going to be doing next week is we have some clients that I've been working with, and I'm going to be doing a, I guess, whatever you want to call it, webinar, a masterclass, a online training. We're going to go through some stuff next week about just about really kind of what that whole process looks like and how you and I can really get down to the depths of who we are and really lead from who we are. And there's so much chaos around us. I mean, if you are either in business, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're an executive, if you're doing whatever, if you're a student and you are either married or not, or you have kids or not, life can be so chaotic. We have so much tension that builds up in our life, and there's pulling us in all these directions. And sometimes it seems like, oh my gosh, like we just sit at home and just lay awake at night, and we're sitting on the computers or we're sitting at work and going, oh my God, is this it? Like, what the hell is going on? Like, this is not what I signed up for. And really, I want to help people align their power, their purpose, and their profit to really create a massive impact in the world. And so one of the things that I'm going to be going over, actually, wait a second, I'm just going to make sure that I am online here because I'm using another app. I'm just going to check on my phone here and make sure that we are live. Oh, here we are. And so actually, I'm going to put it in the comments. Paste in the comments. So this is the registration for the training that we'll be doing next week. I just put it in the comments there just now. So, okay. So one of the things, the biggest things that I want to go over with today is really how to get that alignment of our power, purpose, and profit so that we can create a bigger impact. And it really comes down to, I mean, when it comes to learning all of these things, I've been to 9 trillion, maybe not 9 trillion, just a whole bunch of personal development, business development, entrepreneurship type programs. I've invested at this point hundreds of thousands of dollars in that. And while I'm happy that I did, what often happens is that either we'll show up at a program and it'll all be like skill set, tactic, strategy. And yet, so we go home, and oftentimes what ends up happening is nothing, right? We have just a whole binder full of stuff that just does nothing. And so we do nothing with it, right? Until the next program comes and we read a whole bunch of notes and, oh yeah, this is really awesome. And so the missing piece with that is that we have not become a new person. And so what happens is those strategies, those tactics, those tools that we've learned, they're just the thing that, we want to do those things, but now all of a sudden we have to confront the idea like, oh, well, maybe I'm not confident in this. Maybe I don't have the skill sets. Maybe, I think really poorly of this, whatever it is. And so there's all of these other programs where we start to really dive deep into like who we are and our mindsets and all, we really dive deep into our hearts, into our souls. And we get in touch with our feelings and we get in touch with all that, which is absolutely fantastic. And we might leave those feeling great and feeling a new sense of the world. But then all of a sudden we're like, oh shit, well, what do I do now? Now I need these new skill sets. Now I need these new strategies. Now I need these new tools. Right? And so there's not a lot of that amalgamation of those things. And so one of the things that we do with TribeX is really helping people to hone those skill sets, hone those mindsets, hone those soul sets to be able to have an impact, to be able to create change, to be able to create a business that you love, that is massively profitable, that is just, that you're just on fire with life itself. Because it sucks to have, a really awesome business, but be depressed and hating it at home. It's fantastic to have a great family life and a great relationship with your spouse, a great relationship with your kids and it really just sucks when you're broke with all of that. It's just terrible to have just no sense of purpose in the life. And when you're just going to work, you're going to your own business sometimes, and you're just like, what is this all about? Like, I'm making money, but I don't even know. Like, is this my purpose? Is this like, I don't know. And so what underlines all of that, and what's the biggest thing that we're going to go over next week during the training, and this is not going to be some bullshit salesy training. There's an opportunity that if you want to work with me, then great, but I'm not going to be selling anything on this training. One of the things that we're going to do, or the biggest thing, is you think about this thing right here. So this is the iPhone 6S, 6S, yeah, it's not the newest phone, but it can do some really cool stuff. I almost did this whole training on another one. This is the iPhone 6S Plus, and it can do some killer HD video and all kinds of stuff. And where's my other stuff that I had? Oh yeah, so I had these things I was going to show you guys. I dug these out of a, drawer that I had here. This is like, I think this might be the original iPhone, or like the iPhone 3G. There's 8 gigabytes of storage in here. This is an old-ass iPhone that we have. This is the, actually I don't know which one is new. I think this one's just a little bit older or newer than that one. And then we've got this one. We've got all these awesome phones. And then now up to this one. My wife has the newest one, and she loves it, and it can do some really cool stuff. I've still got this one. It's good enough for now. Anyways, one of the things that is interesting is that there's so many apps that I run on this thing right here that I could not run on this one right here. So this iPhone 3G is not able to handle all of the stuff that I'd be able to do on here. And so I was thinking about it the other day, and I thought about this concept of the operating system. The operating system, so this iOS, this operating, the Apple operating system that runs on our phones, the one that is running on your phone, on your tablet, on your computer, whatever it is that you're using to watch me right now and to listen right now, that is the foundation of what allows for everything to happen. Now, when it comes to building our business, building our life, building our relationships with ourselves, building confidence, building all those things, all the things that we do, all of those strategies, oftentimes, those are, imagine that's like the app on this thing. Those are the apps on these phones, the apps on these devices that allow for you to do all of the cool stuff, right? But if it wasn't for this operating system, then none of that would be able to happen. Right? So you think about the tools, the strategies, the tactics, those are the apps. The operating system is really what is allowing for all that stuff to happen. And that's the stuff that I want to train on to allow us to really get rid of all of the other stuff and to build a foundation, to build an operating system that you can get the results that you want. Because what could be happening is you may be using your operating system might be back in this 3G here and is not able to handle all of the stuff that this new one can do. So if you're running this old operating system, well, it doesn't matter what strategies, what new strategies, what kind of the shiny penny is of today, it doesn't matter because it won't be able to handle it. There's the infrastructure, the foundation is not there to be able to do all of the cool shit that this one can do. So you may be stuck running an operating system, running stories, running beliefs, running all of these things inside of your own self that is not allowing you to use all of the shit that you're learning, so you can't produce the results that you actually want. So what we need to focus on to really bring out your gifts, to bring out the you that creates amazing shit and that has an amazing life, we need to upgrade your operating system. So that's what we've been going over in the training next week. And so I'm going to show you guys, I'm just going to move over here to my iPad here. Here we go. And so on here, so imagine, there's really three things, like the three foundational pillars. We think about and talk about using some people have called it your X factor. Some people have called it your zone of genius. Some people have called it your gifts. Some people have called it, your unique abilities. I don't want you to get lost or get stuck on the terminology here. But there is something inside of you that when all of this is combined and aligned, that creates this zone of genius that's inside of you that creates ass-kicking results in your life across all areas. And so one of those things, so we're going to be talking about how do we align those things. Because sometimes, it's like, you've got all of these things going on. You got one thing going on here, one thing going on there, one thing going on there. And it's like, it's like you're just juggling all over the place. And rather than juggling all of these different things, we want all of those things to come into alignment. Right? Perfect that I also work as a chiropractor, right? To come into alignment, to allow those things to gain momentum and to gain leverage and to create leverage for your life. Now, the first one is, we look at the one side of this triangle here, this framework, is your unique perspective. And this is really, really interesting because so often, you go to any bookstore, you go to Amazon now, and there are 9 kabillion books on personal development, on business development, on all of these different things. And so it's easy, and I've been there where I've been like, well, all of the stuff that I'm learning or all of the stuff that I'm teaching, I'm essentially just rehashing other people's stuff. That's kind of the mentality that I had. But the more and more that I did it, the more that I shared my story, the more and more that I shared the things that I was learning, all of a sudden I was realizing like, oh, well, the analogies that I use, the examples, the kind of the way that I talk about things, all of these certain things are really they're mirrored by my perspective on life. And I have a unique perspective based on my own unique experiences, based on my own unique philosophies, based on my own unique gifts, based on my own unique understanding of the world, of what those things are and how to get those things across. And so just like I have a unique perspective, so do you. So taking a principle, taking a teaching that you've learned from someone else and applying it through your own lens, through your own perspective, creates something absolutely brand new. Now, when we start to create that perspective, we also look at your own power. The things that you are good at, the things that create leverage in your life, the things that you have skills in. Creating power in your life, creating a sense of confidence, creating a sense of all of these things that you want to teach to the world. Then we've got perspective, power, and then lastly is your purpose. And so we take your unique perspective, your unique view, your unique lens on the world. Then we look at creating your power. What is your power set? What is your skill set? What are the things that you are just really awesome at? What are the things that you're creating? What are the things that you're teaching? What are the things that you're wanting to share with the world? And then ultimately, foundation, your purpose. How do you want to see the world? What is the impact that you want to have? I know that if you're here, if you're watching this, if you're connecting with this, it means that you are impact driven. It means that, yes, you want to create an amazing life, an amazing lifestyle for yourself. You want to create wealth and abundance, and you want to create prosperity for you and your family. And you want to do it by leveraging your gifts to create impact and be a service, be a servant to the world. So how do we take our own unique perspective? How do we take our own unique power? How do we take our own unique purpose? And how do we mash that up? How do we align that? And how do we bring that together to create amazing things moving forward? Because I understand the chaos of life. I understand the chaos of business. I understand the chaos of our own minds, of my own mind, of the doubts, the fears, the sleepless nights. I get those. And so we'll be going over the top 6 problems I see in terms of how to create this operating system of perspective, power, and purpose. And how do we look at those, and how do we move away from the problems that those create, the pain that creates in our life, and how to move into a state of possibility to then ultimately create this paradise, create that shift. How do we put our perspective? How do we create power? And how to take our purpose and align all of those? Those are the things that we'll be going over on next Friday during the webinar. So you can go to thetribe.rocks/webinar. It's in the comments, but I'm just webinar registration. That's it. You can check that out. Actually, let me see if I can. I'm sure I can go. I'll show you guys on here. The page here. Oh yeah, there it is, right there. Hey. Oh, we're in airplane mode. But it's okay. So there you are. So there is the registration page there. You go to the website. You can register your spot there. Bada boom. Put your name in an email address, and I'll send you. You'll get a unique link to go through the training, and go through some fun stuff. And also, I'm going to be sending out I guess there's going to be some pre-training as well. So if you sign up now, the sooner you sign up, the better it is, because you'll get actually the pre-training that I'll be going through between now and next Friday. And also, I don't know if it'll be recorded. I imagine it'll be recorded because I'm sure I'll use it for something. But if you do show up live at the end of the webinar, I'm going to give a free gift, some really cool things that I just recorded that I think will be super, super, super helpful to you, and something that I'm giving to my clients, and something that I want to give to you for participating with me and engaging with me in the training next week. So you can go down below into the comments and check out the link to register. Oh, let me see. I think I can do this. Can I show it? Maybe not. Oh, look at that. There it is. I made a comment. Oh, I didn't know I can do that. Pretty fun. Pretty fun. So you can go to thetribe.rocks/webinar registration. Hey, look at that. This is so fun. Technology is amazing. Technology is amazing. So that's the thing again. We took this operating system that I'm running on. Someone created some really cool stuff that is able to help me serve my vision at the greatest purpose. I don't want to be stuck using this thing, because at the time this is pretty awesome. But there's something way better now, and that's this thing right here. And there's going to be a new thing, and a new thing, and a new thing. And unless we continue to upgrade our operating system, the bandwidth of things that we'll be able to handle, the apps that you'll be able to run in your life are continuing to be limited. And I'll tell you, today, turning this thing on, this iPhone 3G, won't do a whole lot in the world of today. This modern world, this is only like 10 years old. But 10 years ago compared to today, massive, massive difference. All of the shit that we can do today, a lot of it we couldn't do 10 years ago. And so just as we've upgraded technology at like a rapid rate, I'm having you consider that upgrading the operating system of you, upgrading the operating system of your life, creating a foundation for success, aligning your purpose, perspective, and power to create more power, to create a bigger purpose, and to rock out some amazing profit so you can have a greater impact on the world. So click on the link in the comments, register for the training next week. Look out for the emails with the pre-training videos that I know are going to be super, super helpful. And then at the end of the training, I'm going to be giving away something to anybody who's on there live. And yeah, so that's it, man. So I'm Dr. Alain Desaulniers, founder of Tribex Breakthrough Training and Coaching. And I hope you have a fantastic day. And I hope you just upgrade your operating system to create some more purpose, perspective, and power. Peace.